welcome back to the Mechanic Cooks. Today we're making a classic comfort dish that's simple, hearty, and made the old school way. Savory beef and rice stuffed heirloom tomatoes. This is one of those recipes where, as it cooks, each part supports the next. The tomatoes soften, the rice takes up the moisture, and the filling stays rich without feeling heavy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out themechaniccooks.com. The full ingredient list and a link are in the description. Starting with the tomatoes. Slice the caps off and remove the pulp and seeds. Lightly season the inside of each tomato with salt, black pepper, basil, and oregano. Then set them aside while we make the filling. Now, some people like to rest the tomatoes upside down to drain off any excess liquid, and that's a valid option. But I don't do that here. When you salt tomatoes, they release a little liquid, and I want that to stay in the dish. As it bakes, that seasoned tomato juice gets absorbed by the filling, especially the rice, adding moisture and reinforcing the tomato flavor in the meat instead of washing it out. Dice an onion and a few cloves of garlic. Heat a pan over medium heat and add the onion with a pinch of salt. Let it cook until it softens and picks up a little color. That light browning adds sweetness and depth without bitterness. Add the garlic and let it toast briefly, just until fragrant and starting to turn golden. That gentle toasting brings out a richer, more rounded garlic flavor. Now add the ground beef and break it up as it browns. Take your time here. Good browning builds a stronger base and better texture. Once the beef is cooked, add the basil, oregano, and thyme. Stir everything together and let the herbs bloom in the hot fat for a few minutes. This releases their oils and spreads that flavor evenly throughout the filling. Add the water, stir in the chicken bouillon powder, then add the tomato paste and mix it through. Raise the heat to bring everything to a boil. The tomato paste is there to enrich the liquid, give the rice structure, and deepen the overall flavor as everything simmers together. Add the uncooked white rice, reduce the heat, and let it simmer until the rice is tender, about 20 minutes. You want the mixture to be spoonable and cohesive, not dry and not soupy. Put the tomatoes in a foil-lined, oiled baking dish and fill them generously, pressing the filling down slightly so there are no air pockets. Set the tomato caps you saved back on top. They act like a natural lid, slowing moisture loss, protecting the filling from drying out, and letting the tomatoes soften. Cover the dish with foil and bake at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Covering the dish traps heat and moisture so the tomatoes cook gently, almost like they're steaming. That gives them time to soften and collapse slightly without splitting, while the filling heats through evenly instead of drying out. Then remove the foil and place the dish under the broiler just until the tops are lightly browned. What you end up with is a balanced, satisfying dish: tender tomatoes, savory beef, herbed rice, and just enough moisture to keep everything soft and cohesive. It's straightforward comfort food, built with intention, and it works. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.